All right, guys, let's get started. So thank you for being here this morning. John set this up for me, but I don't know if I really need it. It sounds...
Hello?
I think I can just scream. All right?
I feel very official if I use this, though.
All
right, so a few things this morning. Number one, you do not have to take notes or take pictures of the slides. You will get a copy of them afterwards, okay? So you can take pictures if you want, but you'll get a copy of them afterwards. So today's seminar, today's masterclass, is about creating a wow business, increasing your know, like, and trust factor, and then why Google My Business is literally the most important thing that should be on your radar right now. But let's start here. And I'm going to ask for interaction with everybody, too. So how's your 2021 going? It's going? Good? You guys ready to finish out the rest of the year strong? I don't know about you, but for me, there is 2 months left, a little less than 2 months. So anything that I put under contract up until the 15th of this month can close next month in December. So there's urgency, right? We want to finish, and if we don't get it under contract by the 15th, then we can get it in first quarter of next year, because we have a strong first quarter of 2022, then we'll kick ass the rest of the year. Guys, you guys are way too quiet. I don't know if it's because I have a lot of caffeine and I have 2 kids and I have to always have the energy, but I need the energy to come up a little bit. So if the last month taught us anything, it's that life can be completely unpredictable, right? I had a plan set out for 2020 and 2021, and then all of a sudden, things started happening. Places were reopening, places were not reopening. Do I wear a mask? Do I not wear a mask? I don't want you to show my house because I'm afraid I'll get the coronavirus. It's crazy. And suddenly we have this new landscape, and this is Tom Ferry. I drink his content like a water hose, right? And I've started coaching with him, best decision I've made yet. But guys, is right now the best time to be alive and selling home? Diane, is this the best time to be alive and selling houses? Right?
Yeah.
Diane, you're having an amazing year, right?
I hope so.
Yeah, selling houses, right? This is the best time to be alive. This is literally the best time for us to be. Oh, we all look up to Frank. Frank's having a great year.
Always.
Yes. It's the best time, guys, to be alive and selling houses, right? And over the last 20 months, the markets have favored 2 types of agents. Those who didn't hide from COVID and reached in to their sphere and talked to the people that they knew, right? If Frank was my next door neighbor and I never saw him, maybe during COVID I called Frank and said, hey, Frank, man, how's Ro doing? How's life? How you feeling? Is your family okay? Are you working from your kitchen table? And I listen, and I really care. Those who understand that this entire game is built on building trust and managing your funnel to closings are the ones that win during COVID. So that's the way I start today. But guys, I want to share a funny story about what happened at the supermarket a couple days ago. So if you're wearing a name tag right now, this has nothing to do with you, okay? We all know Stop and Shop in Westfield, right? Right? So I'm in the produce aisle, in the frozen aisle, and I'm going through over here near the DiGiorno pizzas, because I'm a dad of 2 right now, and I eat my feelings. And I'm standing there, and I see a woman trying to grab something on the shelf over here. She's reaching, and you know, I'm not going to leave my frozen goodness and go help, but she's reaching. And then another guy, wearing a nice shiny name badge, walks up, helps her get it, and puts it in her cart. And I was like, oh my God, that's so nice. His next question, I shit you not, was, man, it's a crazy market out there. Have you thought of selling your house? I was like, that can't be real. I'm like trying to crawl into the freezer and hide. And next thing you know, she gets her cart and she just walks away. Kind of like, wow. So in her mind, she thinks we are fucking salesmen, that we are snakes, that all we do, you're smiling at me, you want to sell a house? You laughed. Oh my God, you're looking at me.
She was like, yes, in fact, I do.
No. She was like, yes, get away from me. Don't ever talk to me again. Guys, we are not this dude right here. We are not, hey, the wow business as in, wow, get away from me. I don't want to buy anything from you. We aren't selling used cars, and it's really time we start acting like it. So let's create a wow business. Here's what we're going to go over today. Creating a wow business. I'm going to give you 10 ways to do it. Increasing your know, like, and trust factor. I'm going to give you 5 ways to do that. And then why Google My Business is the most important thing. Then you're going to meet Emily. She's going to be a rock star and finish out the afternoon. So here's question didn't come up right. So audience participation, this is the most important part. I can tell you how to create a wow business. I'm no expert at it. I'm still doing it, right? Frank has the wow business. He's still doing it and making it better every single day. But to start, what is your unique value proposition? How are you delivering it? And how are you differentiating yourself? Hey, Jackie, right? I want you to think about that, right? Take 20 or 30 seconds right now and discuss with your neighbor what your unique value proposition is and how you're delivering it. Ready? Go. What about you, Rick? What's your unique value proposition?
I know the area.
Okay. So you're you're an expert in the area?
I know most of this area.
Then how are you telling people that?
I'm very familiar with Central Jersey.
Okay. Central Jersey, local realtor expert in the neighborhood, right?
I just started, so.
That's okay. Lean into that, though, that you know the area. All right, guys, come back to me. Come back to me. What's your value proposition, Maddie?
Oh God, don't put me on the spot.
I'll tell you what it is. You're outgoing, friendly. You're always able to help agents no matter anytime they need it. John's value proposition, he's at the gym 2 hours every single night with biceps bigger than anyone else in this room. So, once you know what that is, now we can build a wow business. We're going to go through some kick-ass stuff. New clients, how to create a wow experience from the get-go, caring for your sphere, CMA a day campaign, which is really cool, a unique gifting strategy and the law of reciprocity, a VIP club, a client appreciation party. It's nothing new, but I've got a little twist to get away from excuses for people who say they can't do it. Stop trolling, start commenting. Don't just present an offer. High note. How many in this room know what high note is? Okie dokie. So, you'll see. How many in this room know what bomb bomb is? Okay, good. We're getting there. And the last part here, one of my mentors, Jason Harris, he runs Mechanism in New York City. It's a big ad agency. It's never be closing, which we'll get into. And if you leave today, the only thing I want you to leave with is create a meaningful conversation with your clients by bringing undeniable value in every interaction. Someone called me yesterday, right? You guys know I make my phone calls. And if Tom ever asks you, I make my phone calls too. So I called them, they called me back. And John, it was in Flemington, right? Because that's where I call to practice, which is now turning into listings an hour away. So he calls me back and she's like, hey, I got your voicemail. Yeah, we are interested. And I find out that she already has a listing agent she's talking about working with. So instead of just getting off the phone and going to my next call, I decided to keep it going. I'm like, listen, you don't want to do an off-market deal with me. You probably want to list your house. And you probably want to list it at $915 so the market pushes the price up closer to $1 million like you want. That's creating undeniable value. Who says her listing agent doesn't fall through and she gives me a call? May happen, may not. But I'm not the guy in the grocery store aisle trying to sell you while you're getting plastic bags. So, new client experience. How do you create a wow? Anybody, when you first we have a listing client, someone on that side, we create a wow, that's one process. But here's something that's overlooked. How are you creating a wow for buyers? Does anybody know how you create a wow for a buyer? Guys, you guys are so quiet. All right, so when you have a buyer, our job as real estate professionals is to educate them on the market, where it is now, where it's going, the home buying process, and what we do different from all other agents, and our strategy to have their offer accepted. Create a wow experience. Let's start first. If you're doing a home buyer consultation, where should that meeting be? Where should you have that first meeting?
Office.
Boom, that's correct. Because look how impressive this office is, right? And who's to say when they come in, John doesn't stop by and John goes, oh, hey, nice to meet you. Oh, hey, you're with Jody. Jody's one of our best, right? You have a professional area to do that. You're creating a wow experience for them, walking them through an entire consultation here, finding out all about them, educating them on the home buying process, talking to them about your unique value proposition. This is what I'm going to do to get your offer accepted. Let's talk a little bit more about what you're looking for. You know, this is crazy, right? So there was a guy at the summit this year, and I think he did just over 250 GCI last year. His strategy, he makes buyers sign a 30-day exclusive agreement with him and says at the end of 30 days, if I'm not doing my job and you haven't found a house, you can fire me, but we'll reevaluate in 30 days. So he's putting this pressure on his buyers to help them get a house. But it also keeps him accountable too, right? How many buyer leads have we all had where we're like, oh, wow, I forgot to get back to Nick. He's only spending $400,000. The $1 million lead was so much better. This makes you accountable. I'm going through this pretty quickly, guys. You will get a copy of all these slides. Caring about your sphere, right? Anybody know what this means?
Yes.
Jody does, because Jody...
No, Jody didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was you.
Yes, absolutely.
What does this mean?
So call 5 people in your database.
Yep.
I believe 5. Excuse me, 5.
5 in your database,
5 in your
which is your
database,
sphere.
Yeah, and then 5 new ones, I believe.
Yep, you're right there.
4 follow-ups.
Yep.
And 2. Is it videos?
Social media posts.
2 social.
That's right, your 5542s. Every single day. So start caring about your database. That 5 there, that could be your sphere. Create a wow moment by calling and checking in, right? Calling and checking in. Saying, hey, Jody, what's up? We haven't talked in a while. When's your next competition? Like, you know, I was just thinking about you this morning when I was doing my curls, and you told me to keep my abs a little tighter and to lift heavier weights, and I started doing it. That's it. Hey, I was just checking in. Talk to you soon. It doesn't have to be about real estate. Just show that you care. The next one here is a CMA a day. Does anybody know what a CMA is? Right? Everybody does? Yep. Market analysis. Now, you might want to write this one down. It's not in the slides. There's something called HomeBot. Frank, do you know about HomeBot? HomeBot's a fantastic tool, right? So what HomeBot does is it allows me, if I'm looking at your house, we're talking on the phone, I get your name, your address, everything, I put it in. It's going to pull public records, and it's going to tell me what you have left in your mortgage and your equity position in your house. It was designed by UX designers, so every single month you're going to get an email from me. You'll see this is your equity position. This is what you could buy if you wanted to buy another house. This is what you could get if you wanted to rent it. Here are your refi options, etc. And it's just a drip campaign. Okay? We have great drip campaigns in the office as well. Right, Mercedes?
We do.
Yes, okay. So the CMA a day campaign is another way to add value, right? We're gonna look at our past clients and the people who already know, like, and trust you, create a wow with them, and you're gonna send them an email. This is quite literally the best email you're going to receive this month. You've heard Tom say this before. This is an awesome idea, right? And you're gonna just take your phone and you're gonna shoot a video. Jody, can I see your phone?
Sure.
Here it is. Hey, Frank, how are you? It's Drew. Listen, I've got some great news. You wouldn't believe what the value of your home is right now. Check out the link below, and I'm gonna call you tomorrow to go over this, and I wanna see what you think about that number. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. That's it. You're gonna send it to him. If you feel nervous in front of the camera, say it. Oh my God. Frank, I'm a little nervous right now, but I wanted to send this because it shows that you're human, right? Can we all relate to someone who has nerves and anxiety, right? It's real. So you're gonna send that to them. They're gonna get their CMA value, use HomeBot, right? And then you'll call them and you'll follow up and you'll say, hey, so what do you think? Dana, what do you think about your new home value? It's great, right? Cool, you're making so much money. That's all you had to do. You've got her thinking about it. Every month she's gonna get one from HomeBot. Okay, so a unique gifting strategy, the law of reciprocity. John, do you know what the law of reciprocity is?
Not really. The only thing that comes to mind with reciprocity with me is broker reciprocity, right? Which is like if I get my license here, I can do less to get it in the next state. So it's kind of a trade type.
So I'll tell you a story.
I'm not afraid to talk though.
No.
Even if I don't know the answer.
So I'll tell you a story. There is, I do coffee walks where I get to meet a lot of people in town. One of the ladies, she organizes a big festival in town, and she gave me a referral. That referral is for a rental, whatever, it's cool. But I still value it, and I really value our friendship. So I sent her something from Client Giant. Client Giant is a tool that every time I have a closing, I bake this cost into my lifetime value of that client. For $9.99 a month, which equates to, what? My math's terrible. Like $1.20 a year? Yeah. $1.20 a year. Client Giant is going to send my clients gifts every single quarter. with a handwritten note from me. Not really from me, it's the robots that are doing it. However, still looks freaking great. I shit you not, when I sent her one, it was a planter with like all these different sage, rosemary. She calls me, she goes, "Oh my God, thank you so much." And I was like, "You're so welcome. Thank you for like thinking of me." She's like, "You didn't have to do this." I was like, "I know I didn't have to do it, but I think I came up with a really cool line on the phone. I was like, "But you're planting seeds for my business, so I want you to grow and plant seeds for yours." Anyway, the point is, they get gifts every single month.
What's it called?
Right here, Client Giant, and you'll get a copy of all these slides afterwards.
And do you pick the gift that
No,
they're getting?
no.
It's
No.
totally automated.
Right,
Okay.
exactly.
Were you
So
impressed with the gift you sent?
I didn't even see it.
Did you say, what did I send?
Right. So they will send you an email and they'll let you know what they're sending. Right? You'll be able to confirm that that's what they're sending. But for this cost, and if you see here, this pointer doesn't work on the screen, but you can send other things like transaction packages for $199, $299. They will take care of all of it. So what we're doing is we're making this a little more automated, keeping you top of mind, creating a wow. This VIP club, I'm planning to initiate on the third quarter of next year. This is Amy. Amy, what she did was she said, "Hey, I want to love on my clients a little bit more, create a wow experience. I'm going to create a VIP club." There's a company out there called HPR Benefits, and what they do is they create a portal that's branded to you. So this portal then becomes a discount marketplace. Does anybody have, that was a redundant question. I was about to say, does anybody in this room have kids? Right? A lot of people have kids in this room. Do you remember, does anyone play baseball or sports? It's like when I played baseball, I had to sell these little coupon booklets to raise money. And then everyone go ahead and they would use them. And every time they used them, they thought of me. Right? They thought of that cute little kid in the tight baseball pants. Right? So that's what this is right here. And that didn't sound right. I realized I didn't come across correct. I was 14 at the time, so it's illegal. But this is the same idea, is a benefit hub. She was telling us how you can pay $4.99 for a 2-night hotel room stay in New York City through this benefit portal, give it to your clients, and then they get to go use it for free. Who doesn't think that's an awesome value for your clients? Hey, how'd you get this hotel room at the Marriott? Well, you know that guy Drew, who's not a pushy salesman? That's cool. He did that. Client appreciation party, right? This guy looks like he's having a great time. Topgolf's a lot of fun. For great golfers, not me, Topgolf is a great way to do it, right? You show a little bit of love to your clients. But what if I don't have enough money to throw one of these parties? What if I don't have enough clients? Okay, cool. Here's an idea. Pick 1 or 2 people that are closest clients or friends and say, "Hey, Janie, I love that you're in my life. How about we just go out, we're gonna go shopping, right? Let's just go have a good time. No matter the budget, you can still show the appreciation." Stop trolling and start commenting. How many people troll endlessly through social media or open up Instagram like it's the refridge, hoping that you can eat some leftovers over and over and over again? So for this one, listening is an art, right? And if I'm having a conversation with somebody and I'm just going, yeah, yep, I'm not really listening. So don't just present an offer and high note it. This is high note. So showing your clients what you'll do to go above and beyond for them on their offers. If this will load, let's see. So every time I present an offer, I text it to the agent and I also send it via email and I send them the documents as PDF attachments. With high note, I can track and see when they have it. And if anyone else put an offer on this house, you'll see. I meant like if you win and I don't win. Anyway, so this goes to everybody or goes directly to the agent, right? Tells them everything they need to know. And they can click in here, they can view it, they can download it. I know love letters don't necessarily work, but my client asked me to do that.
I don't think you can anymore. Isn't there a rule against
I think there-
client love letters?
I think there is.
Yeah, because they're shown to be discriminatory.
Correct.
So if you say, here's my, this family, is going to love
Yeah,
your
there's
house.
no ruling in New Jersey against them yet.
Okay.
I think Utah is the first state where that's going to be implemented January 1st.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of issues around that.
I have-
As a company, we recommend not using.
Yeah, I have listing
Yep.
agents that say, no, don't give me any.
Yep, and I've had that. So here, this was something we added for them. And this is something you want to write down. Jarvis, like Iron Man, Jarvis.ai. I can write copy because that's where I started in advertising. I just go to Jarvis, which is an artificial intelligent robot. I type in what I want to, just like 4 or 5 bullet points, tell them the tone of voice, and Jarvis wrote this entire thing.
Wow.
My wife and my better half, Sonu, currently stay-at-home mom. Her main focus is raising our youngest boy, Ian. We're a young couple trying to buy her a forever home together. I kid you not, this artificial intelligent bot wrote the entire thing.
Wow.
So, but the point is you're showing the listing agent that you're going to go above and beyond to make this a seamless transaction. And the next part here is BombBomb. Everyone's heard of BombBomb. BombBomb's a video recording tool that you can send videos to your clients. So Michael is selling his house right now, and he's building one across the street. So I left him a voicemail. I'm going to send him this as well. Well, I already sent this. And all I'm doing on these videos, guys, it's not rocket science. I'm just saying, hey, Mike, what's going on? I just left you a voicemail. Hope you're well. Want to follow up on you about something that I saw on Housing Wire, right? Because I read that every morning, that I really think you should just know of. Anyway, get back to me when you can, man. I'll talk to you soon. No pressure. Last thing, never be closing. We all know our ABCs, right? Can anybody tell me the ABCs?
Always be closing.
Always be closing. I will say just the opposite. Never, ever be closing. Did you go to that? How was it?
I did. It was good.
Oh, that's
It
so
was
cool.
good.
I made something and then Tom reposted it like right when he was there. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. So always be closing and never be closing. Never be closing is something I learned from a mentor of mine, Jason Harris. I mentioned him earlier in The Soulful Art of Persuasion. And it's about emphasizing humanity and person-to-person contact versus always trying to close a sale. Long-term relationships matter more than anything else. And Frank, I'm picking on you a lot this morning, but have you had a client that you met that was going to sell their house? You didn't end up selling their house till 14 months later, till 2 years later?
14 years later.
14 years later. And they're a client for life, right?
Absolutely.
Because Frank went the extra mile to never be closing. So there's that. And I'm kind of speeding through this now just so I make it on time. Oh, wow. I still have a lot of time left. Cool. The next part here is increasing your know, like, and trust factor. Does anybody know what that means? You guys can talk, too. You can all be a part of this together. Or I'll start picking on people. Because I got picked on a lot when I was in school. God, that didn't come out right, did it? No. This means video, right? Because 62% of consumers are always going to make a decision before they meet you in person. You know, Tom was talking about, I think he talked about it at the conference, where it's like, oh, we want to sell our house. Okay, cool, let me come over and do the staging. No. We watched all your videos. We know exactly what to do.
As of yesterday, that number changed to 82 now.
82%. 82% of people, before they meet you, are going online. They're looking at your videos. They're looking at your content, right? So if you're posting crazy, crazy things online, you're probably going to attract crazy, crazy clients, which is okay. But if you're not posting, that's fucking creepy, right? I don't want to meet someone that just called me to sell their house and they have no post on social. What are you, a sociopath? Like, you don't have a dog you're going to post a picture of? You're not going to post a picture of your toothbrush? Like, something. So, do you guys want to hear about the ways to increase this know, like, and trust factor? 5 ways?
Yes, please. Yes.
Awesome. Shoot more video. That's it. Shoot more video. It's not hard. You can fuck up all you want. I can curse, right?
Within there are limitations.
Okay, I'm sorry. You can screw up all you want over and over and over and over again. And it's great because there's so much content out there that people they're gonna be like, oh my God, Dana is adorable in her videos. They're so great. Look how she's grown. Right? And by that, I meant that in a good way, Dana. A very good way. And I wasn't making any short reference. So when you're in a hole, stop digging, right? Right, yes. My point is, though, if you're on a Broadway, if you see a show on Broadway, and you see somebody trip and fall, and then all of a sudden, you're like, oh, are they going to get back to their lines? Are they going to get back on stage? And they do, and you like it that much more. That's what shooting video is. Creating content creates more trust, right? So, I have to give you something here. So here's 10 ideas of videos to shoot this week. Right now, I'm doing 30 real estate questions in 30 days. You can do it too. hold up your phone. Hey, so here's 30 real estate questions in 30 days. One of the questions I get asked the most is, what is attorney review? Well, attorney review is a 3-day period where the buyer's attorney and the seller's attorney duke it out to get you the best contract. That's 30 questions. Boop.
Do you do every video every day, or do you do them ahead of time and just post them?
That's a great question. So it depends. What works for you, right? Colin is my magical wizard inside of editing video.
How do we get a Colin?
I do not have full rights to Colin, okay? Although somebody asked me if he was my son earlier today, okay?
I thought he was you.
No, you thought he was me? God bless you. Thank you so much. I look young. Yes. We're not going to go through each one of these on different slides, but here's the thing. 30 real estate questions in 30 days. You can shoot them all and then schedule them out. I highly recommend keeping them to 15 seconds using an Instagram Reel. Because Instagram Reel is a product that Instagram wants to put money behind, right? Because they want to take people away from TikTok or YouTube Shorts. And when they do that, they give you free organic visibility. So, moving to New Jersey from New York City, here's why you never have to pump your own gas. Haha, great video. Market updates, weekly, monthly, quarterly. Yeah, we see everybody do these. Who in here has seen a market update from another agent in the city, right? Okay. Well, the days on market are 52 days, or the houses aren't selling, inventory levels are yada, yada, yada. You do them, make them more approachable, talk in language that people understand. Hey, homes aren't selling fast, here's why. Days on market means this. Provide value. So that people, when they see someone else's video, be like, oh yeah, days on market, I know. I know that because Dana told me it, because she's great on video. I'm trying to redeem myself in Dana's eyes. Selling in your city, avoid this $25,000 mistake. You're selling in Westfield? Avoid this $25,000 mistake. Don't sell with EXP. Ha-ha! Don't sell with other brokerages that are close by. How to sell your home? First, top dollar. Downsizing, this is a great one. Here's 15 tips you should know. And if you don't know what those 15 tips are, hint, John pays for keeping current matters. Go into the search bar, type in, downsizing your home. It's right there. Selling in Westfield and leaving? Here's a how-to guide. Did you know there's an exit tax in New Jersey? What? That's crazy. So if I want to leave crazy taxes, I have to pay another tax?
Yeah.
Do you know how many consumers don't know that? All of them. Tell them. Buying a new investment property in New Jersey, here's 7 mistakes to avoid. Don't know what they are? Good old trusty Google will help you out. Another one that's great, what's $500,000 get you in Bestfield, right? Also known as Westfield, right? Do that. What's $600,000 get you? These don't have to be super produced. You can just hold your camera and talk directly to the camera. There's an app called Captions, just like it sounds. The Captions app will automatically put captions transcribed onto your videos for free.
Seriously?
Yes, I use it every day.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about in Spanish?
No comprende. No.
That's a good question.
I was not ready for the Spanish question. You can also use something called Answer the Public. That's a website, answerthepublic.com. Basically, it crawls all of Google and it gives you what everyone's asking. So I type in a search phrase, buying a home. It's going to show me a web of all the questions and search queries about buying a home. What do you think one of those main questions is right now is? When will the market crash? So why not make content around that? It's simple. I don't know why I'm whispering. Drew, I don't have a camera. I can't do it. It's too hard. I'm going to say that's an excuse. We are one of the most dominant agencies in this area, brokerages in this area. If we all just start putting out content on a regular basis, you have a tribe that already likes you. They already trust you. They'll watch your content. Jean Marie, if you put out content, your army in this town will all of a sudden be like, oh, we watch Jean Marie all the time. I love Jean Marie. She's amazing. She gave me a market update. I had no idea what she's saying, but what? You need to sell your house, go to Jean Marie. Because that's what video does. Another thing here is TubeBuddy. Now, if you want, you can use your phones. This is a time to use your phone, and you can take a picture of that QR code. What TubeBuddy does is it tells me what to make videos about on YouTube. This, I type in a word, San Diego surfing. It's going to show me what the score is. It's going to tell me if a lot of people are searching for this, or if they're not. It's also going to tell me how much competition I have. If something has a lot of competition, odds are my video is going to get lost in the noise. If it doesn't, Oh, look, I found blue ocean. I found a chance to really do something that no one else is doing. Again, you guys are all going to get a copy of the slides too. I realize it's hard to take a picture there. Now, if you need some inspiration, guys, I'm Drew. You're not me. You're you. I'm not anyone else, although my wife says I have multiple personalities. However, check out some inspiration here. Has anybody heard of Glenda Baker?
Yeah.
Rock on. She made $100,000 GCI last year just on her TikTok. What? That's fucking crazy. I censored myself.
You did.
Right? Okay? Chris Benyamin. And you'll get all these slides. Go check them out. He does these things where he could be a trash truck driver and he'll be delivering trash and he'll stop and go, oh, hey, an ADU? That's an additional dwelling unit. This is why you need it. That's your crispy tip. I memorized that because I've watched them and they're funny. Taya DeCarlo. She is Taya's 2 cents. Hey, this is Taya's 2 cents. You know those people who say you can get a guaranteed offer? They're full of shit. Yeah, you're gonna get a guaranteed offer. It's called, you're gonna get an offer on your house. But Matt Leonetti, anybody know who this is? Oh my gosh, this is just too funny. Do you know who he is?
I've seen that video before.
Watch. This is a listing video, by the way. This is how I should try and sell houses from now on. And boom. Right? So he just leaned into that. I think it's hilarious. Right? So this is the inspiration. Take ideas from other people and implement them in your own way. I have literally seen people that are afraid to get on camera take pictures of their dog. Frank could take a picture of Ro, his dog, use my Talking Pet app, and make the damn dog do the market update. Do you know how many people would watch that? It's a talking dog. It's Frank. That's so great. And the last part I didn't put on here, but this is super duper important, is consistency. Doing it every day. Every single day. If you can't do it every day, do it 3 times a week. If you can't do it 3 times a week, do it once a week. And tell your audience that you're doing it once a week, right? I'm addicted to All-American on the CW, where I pretend that I'm a college athlete and I get to watch the show. It comes on every week and they tell me, Mondays at 8 p.m., don't miss it. That's the time I block out. So tell your audience the same thing. Mondays at 5 o'clock, I'm gonna put out a new video. Get them excited. Okay, moving right along. Is everybody still with me?
Yes.
Okay.
How long it takes you to do a video, to edit it and everything you do every day?
Great question. So Colin and I have came up with a system where it's template, right?
Yeah.
It's a template where if I'm doing a series right now on 30 questions in 30 days, I know exactly what I need to do. I can give him the video content and it's like Jenga pieces. Boop, boop, bop, done. Within 19 minutes, 20 minutes to get it edited and done, right?
If that.
Yeah, if that.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he does the editing?
For some of them he does. Some of them I do. Right? And I don't know if it's because I have kids that I realize every single second could be the time that they wake up and poop themselves. So I'm like, I have to get this video edit done in 19 minutes. Like, I don't have a choice. So the next part here, why Google My Business is literally the most important thing you can do right now. Because the question is, and this is a real question, Zillow stopped selling houses. Hallelujah. Who says Zillow, Redfin, Trulia don't open an office right next door? They offer a 1% commission, right? How do we defend our position? How do we become the agent of choice? And I'm repeating, you know all this stuff. You guys have heard it. But how do you do that? Well, Google sees that when you type in a home address, the first thing that comes up is a Zillow listing. Google's noticed that. So as Google said, those who start using Google My Business will start to get more traffic if they take advantage of the product, right? So Google My Business page, right? Mine is Drew Thompson, Westfield Realtor. What's yours? And what it is the same thing as a business, right? So if you're going to Bear Burger, my favorite restaurant, they have a page. Their reviews are there. Their menu's there. Their picture's there. As real estate agents, we have a chance to do the same thing. You go to business.google.com/create and create your page. I suggest when you create your page, you put your first name, last name, because remember, searchability, first name, last name, real estate agent, right? Westfield Realtor. I wouldn't put New Jersey Realtor just because that's super broad, because Google will index that in their searches. They will start looking for it. So when people type in real estate agent near me, Google's going to look in Westfield, and they're going to show the Westfield real estate agents that come up who have the most optimized Google My Business profile. Okay? This is another group inside of the ecosystem. And again, this slide's taken directly from the Success Summit this year, which if you don't go, I highly recommend. They have fully optimized their Google My Business page. And by that, I mean the products. They've listed all of the homes that they have for sale under the products. Any of the pictures that they put on their social media or other platforms, all of them go here, right? So I have my assistant putting all of my content that I put out on social right over to my Google My Business page. It's called a content waterfall. It falls down, right? I just do it over here, and then you pick these pieces up and you put them over here. That's it. It's that simple. But it shows your authority and the community that you serve, right? And if you take this a step further, you go to GeoImager, GeoImgr, right? And you start adding geodata to the pictures. And this is really cool because what it'll do, if you put a picture of that house that you've sold with metadata that says that house is located on Kimball Avenue, we all wish that that house is located on Kimball Avenue, it's pretty big, but it'll then put it on a map. So when someone looks you up on Google My Business, it shows a map of the homes you freaking sold. Wow. Who's doing that right now? It'll be in the notes in the slides.
Oh, okay.
Yep. This is really important, right? So read this right here. We also looked at the links between the number of photos a business has on GMB and their insights. This research found that businesses with over 100 images get 520% more calls, 1,065% more website clicks than the average business. Oh, Drew, I don't have a website. Coldwell Banker gives you one. Just as a little secret so you can know. Okay. The same study showed the average real estate has only 10 photos. So there's honestly a chance here to 10x what everyone else is doing, right? I know, guys, this seems like a lot, but put in the work. You put in the work and you become Frank. That's literally on my wall. I put in the work, I become Frank. Quite literally. Right, and here we go. Look at the searches. I mean, Sarnia real estate agent, Sean Ryan and Hillary Ryan of Canada. Again, this is from the summit. That's how people found you, through searching real estate agent near me, right? So how do you get started? You can take your cameras right now and you can go to that right there. That'll take you to Google My Business. Keep the tab open so when you leave here, you can then create your GMB page. Oh, I'm right on time. I'll let that sit for a second. I've never been to stand behind it like I watch everybody's phones go out. It's kind of cool.
I can't remember where I found you. I think it was either a Tom Ferry thing.
Yeah?
He mentioned you. Yeah, it was something like that, yeah.
I'm happy. I'm glad that we connected.
Yeah.
We can do this on the computer too. We don't
I would do it on the computer, but I would leave a tab open just so that I remember, right? Because on the computer it's going to be a little easier. Drop and drag pictures into Google My Business. And I know this sounds like a lot, guys, but if everyone in this meeting right here went and had a Google My Business profile, quite literally, there's an office right over there that's a white building, would stand not a chance on dominating this local market, dominating Union County. So do it. I'll make a deal with you. You come, there's people over here, you come and sit and do prospecting with me for 30 minutes and make phone calls. I'll help you get it set up. And I'll show you pictures of my kids too.
What time?
We'll talk after.
Okay.
Because guys, if you set your goals ridiculously high and fall short, you'll fail above everyone else's success, right? I'm not Tony Robbins, however, I like this quote. So I want to close with this. Disregard the fact that it says eXp Realty. She's tried to get me to join numerous times, and numerous times I've told her absolutely not. You heard that, John? Okay.
Check. Yep.
Everything I've said today and that Emily's going to talk about really does work. Candace Decker lived in Chicago and she relocated to Coral Gables, Florida. When she relocated, she knew no one. No one. She decided to go out and put out content on her Facebook, her Instagram, and YouTube on a regular basis talking about the market, doing all of those videos that I told you about. Her GCI is over 1.1 this year. That's what she does. She tells me she gets people in her Instagram. Hey, I saw your content. I have someone looking in Coral Gables. I know I'm in New Jersey, but can I refer them to you? Agent-to-agent referrals. You're building trust. Most of the people that like my content are agents. I'm cool with that because I want to help other agents. There's enough business for all of us. Someone that works with me might not work with you and vice versa, right? That's how you build that trust. So you're building trust in your agent community. So that's all I've got. Thank you, everybody. We can open it for questions.